Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel and the Garden Gains. Right, how to train chest with a pair of dumbbells. Obviously every gym should have a pair of dumbbells and a bench, so just going to run through a few exercises that you can do with just a dumbbell. So we're going to start off with some flat dumbbell press, and then I'll go through the other exercises. Keep it nice and simple. So that one is the flat dumbbell press. I like to keep it fairly controlled on the way down on the eccentric part, and yeah, bring the dumbbells into the chest to get a slightly deeper stretch. Again, depending on sort of what training phase you're in, or building strength or hypertrophy type work, still looking for sort of between 3 and 5 working sets. 3, 4, 5 sets, and then again between, if it's bodybuilding, no less than 6 reps, and work up to 15 sets of 12s, 15s, 10s, that sort of thing. And if you work in strength, obviously you're going to be lifting the heavier dumbbells, and you could do sort of 4 sets of 4, 5 sets of 5, 3 sets of 3 to build some strength. But yeah, keep it pretty simple, basic. Right, that was the dumbbell press. I'll go on and show you the flat dumbbell flies next. So yeah, that was the dumbbell flies. Again, working a good stretch through the pecs, and keeping it nice and controlled, working eccentric, trying to grow them pecs. And again, more isolation work, the dumbbell flies. So again, I tend to do 4 or 5 working sets for 10 plus reps. 10, 12, 15 is usually what I do for this. Again, occasionally I have a little strength phase on this where I will build up to a heavy dumbbell fly. Again, it's going to be no less than 6 reps. 6 to 8 is what I like to do. Right, I'm going to move on to the next exercise you can do. Some incline dumbbell press. You can have a varied incline. Most benches have different degrees of angle, so they're all working sort of upper chest. So yeah. So yeah, that's the incline dumbbell press. Doing very similar, to the flat pressing, nice and controlled on the eccentric, and you can do a slight pause as well when you touch the chest. No harm in that. And yeah, power it up on the way up. Right, I'm going to do some incline dumbbell flies next. Yeah, again, very similar to the flat dumbbell flies. Nice stretch through the pecs, and that's hitting more of the upper chest there. Again, keeping it controlled, good stretch, and 10 plus reps there. Right, I'll go through another couple of exercises. Going to move the bench into a decline to work the lower pecs. Doing some decline pressing now with dumbbells. Haven't got the best setup there, nearly slipped off it. But yeah, decline, working the lower pecs. Again, nice and controlled. And you can get even deeper stretch on this movement. Because it's decline, you can bring the dumbbells even lower to get that deeper stretch. And then we can finish off with some decline flies next, if I don't fall off the bench. Oh yeah. Yes, so that's, what's that, 6 exercises for chest, just using a pair of dumbbells and a bench. Nice and basic, simple movements, trying to keep it, controlled. I find the dumbbell flies, really deep stretch, controlled, helps grow the chest massively. I feel like for me personally, it's better to grow the pecs using the flies rather than pressing. For me, other people it might work better pressing. But yeah, you can really bring the dumbbells. You could even turn the handles in slightly to create a deeper stretch. But ultimately, just keep upping the weights. Progressive overload. If you can up the reps, bring down rest time, up the weights weekly, and then you're going to be progressing each week and hopefully making them gains. Right, I think I've covered the basics for training chest with a pair of dumbbells and a bench. People will ask, these are 21 kilo dumbbells that I'm using. My dumbbell set goes up to 41 kilos. Sometimes I add some plates on with resistance bands just to get a bit heavier. But most gyms will have at least 40 kilo dumbbells, hopefully 50, 60, 70. Some gyms will have that people can use. But yeah, hopefully I've covered the basics of that. Right, thank you for watching. Hope everyone is well. Stay strong, and I'll catch you in the next one. Let's go.